Hello friends, this is BM. In today's lesson, I'll be teaching you about Aufbau principle. Today's agenda are introduction, explanation, exceptions and brain teasers. Aufbau principle. Aufbau is a German word which means to build. In quantum chemistry, Aufbau principle states that electrons first fill subcells of the lowest available energy, then fill subcells of higher energy. It means electrons are filled into atomic orbitals in the increasing order of orbital energy level. Aufbau principle, also known as Aufbau rule, and it was formulated by Niels Bohr in the early 1920s. Now let me explain you. So friends, according to Aufbau principle, electrons first fill the subcells of lower energy level and then it goes to the subcell of higher energy level, because there is a tendency of electrons to stay in a stable mode. So when the electrons will be in the lower energy level, they will be in the stable condition, and when they will be in the higher energy level, they will be more unstable. Now the energy of the subcell is determined from the N plus L rule. This value of N plus L is proportional to the energy of subcell. Here N is the principal quantum number and L is the azimuthal quantum number. So if we compare between 3s and 4p subcells, now the value of L for S we know 0, for P it's 1, for D it's 2 and for F it's 3. So for 3s the value of N plus L will be 3 plus 0 is equal to 3, and for 4p it will be 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So here you can see the 3s orbital has less energy than 4p orbital. So 3s will fill first and then 4p. Now if you compare among 3p, 4s and 3d, you can see the value of N plus L for 3p is 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. For 4s the value of 4 plus 0 is equal to 4, and for 3d it is 3 plus 2, that means 5. So here you can see one change, that for 3p and 4s the value of N plus L are same. For both it's 4. So if the value is same for two subcell, then you have to look at the value of principal quantum number, means the value of N. So the value of N is less in 3p than 4s. So the 3p subcell will fill first, then 4s. And at the last is 3d, because the value of N plus L in 3d it is 3 plus 2 means 5, that is higher. Now let me explain you it in more details. Here I am going to write subcell Here the value of n plus L. Now 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f and 5s, like this. So the value of n plus L for 1s is equal to 1 plus 0. That means 1. For 2s it will be 2 plus 0. That means 2. For 2p it will be 2 plus 1. That means 3. For 3s it is 3 plus 0. That is 3. Right? Now for 3p it's 3 plus 1. That is 4. For 3d it's 3 plus 2. That means 5. For 4s it is 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. For 4p it's 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. For 4d 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. For 4f 4 plus 3, that means 7. And for 5s 5 plus 0 is equal to 5. So from this chart you can see the value of n plus L is 1 for 1s. So 1s has least energy and it will fill first. Next the value is 2, that is for 2s. Then 3. 3 is for 2p and 3s. Here as the value of n plus L are same for 2p and 3s, you have to look at the value of n and that is less in 2p. So next to 2s it's 2p and then 3s. After that the value is 4. 4 is for 3p and for 4s. Here also in the same way 3p will fill first and then 4s. After that the value of n plus L is 5. 5 is for 3d, for 4p and for 5s. So here also you have to look at the value of n, that is least in 3d. So 3d orbital will fill first, then 4p and next to it is 5s. Here you can see after that the value of n plus L is 6 for 4d. So like this how the orbitals will fill according to the increasing level of energy. So the orbitals which has least energy they will fill first and next the orbital with more energy. Now let me show you another diagram for Aufbau principle. First write 1s. Below 1s just write 2s, here 2p. Below 2s is 3s, then 3p, then 3d. Below 3s write 4s, below 3p write 4p, then 4d and 4f. Below 4s write 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f, then 6s, like this. Now we'll join them. So this is the first arrow pass through 1s, then 2s, then it will be 2p and 3s, then 3p and 4s, then 3d, 4p and 5s, then 4d, 5p and 6s. So you can see it is the same order that I show you. So 1s, then 2s, then 2p, then 3s, then 3p, then 4s, then 3d, then 4p, then 5s. There are some exceptions of Aufbau principle. So according to Aufbau principle, the orbitals of lower energy level will fill first and then the orbitals of higher energy level. But some elements like chromium and copper show deviation from this rule. This is because there is a tendency of electrons to stay in stable condition rather than in unstable condition. So in case of chromium, you can see the half filled subshell are more stable, and in case of copper also the full filled 3D subshell is more stable than that of the partially filled ones. Now go through some questions. Thank you for watching. Friends, if you like my video, please subscribe the channel.